Hi all, Lewis here. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can use the software Screencastify to share what is on your screen with your pupils as you teach them remotely. There's lots of different software that's available for this. In the past I've used one called Screencast-O-Matic, which is also really great. I'm going to walk you through how I plan to use this with my classes as I engage in this great new experiment of remote teaching. So what you're looking at right now is actually a recording of my desktop. It's not a video on its own. Let me show you what I mean. If I shrink this down, you can see that actually you're looking at the footage from my webcam. What is being recorded is the entirety of my computer screen. The software I'm using, as I said, is called Screencastify. If you go to screencastify.com, okay, you can see the software there and you can add it. It is a Chrome extension and it works particularly well if you're working with your classes with Google Classroom. Screencastify is free as long as your videos are only going to be 5 minutes long, but given how much I'm going to plan to use it in this next few months, I think it's worth the $30 or so that it costs to be able to record really long videos too, and to be able to do some other things like editing the videos. When you install Screencastify, you'll get a little icon up here in Chrome, and when you click on this, that will give you some options for recording. So it'll look a little bit like this. Now you could record a video of just one tab of your browser. Or alternatively, you could record a video that just uses your web camera. So that video would just be, say, of your face or whatever you had the camera recording, such as some documentation. I recommend, though, instead using just the desktop projection with the microphone switched on and the embedded webcam switched off. The reason I like this particular setup is it means that you can have a camera on when you want one, such as this, or not if you don't want to. Now, in this particular setup, I've got a number of different cameras involved, and I can switch between them just within the camera app on this computer. I've obviously got this front camera that's pointing right at me, but then we've got some other bits and options too. So this particular thing, this is a desktop camera, and I'm using the Hovercam Solo 8. This is a document camera. I'm going to have this off to one side of me, pointing at some paperwork. This particular computer's also got a camera on the back, and so when I flip around, you get to see my lovely model of a Lego Robin. If I flip again, you can see that we've got the image from the document camera. There's a number of control buttons here, okay, such as focus, and we can adjust the zoom to zoom in or out of the document that I'm looking at. I think this is a particularly valuable tool because on here I could put textbooks, I could put class sheets, I can even read the stuff that I want pupils to read out loud to them, following along. I can make annotations, I could do drawings and diagrams, things like that, my pupils to get. Then when I want to talk to them more directly, face to face, I can just click on the camera in the top right and switch to a picture of me again. There's all kinds of other things we can do with this. For example, I could maybe go down here and show a presentation. Here's a presentation that I made earlier, okay, that I used for an assembly a while back about my grandfather and his life in China in the 1940s. We could do all kinds of different ways of doing things. For example, we could even, let's say, watch a video with our class. So maybe I want to talk to them about the movement of jellyfish. I could show them a video like this and narrate it myself, or use the audio from the video itself. It's pretty easy to switch backwards and forwards between the different programs available on my computer and to share all of those with my pupils. And again, I can bring up the camera of myself whenever I want to talk to them more directly. And I think this is a really powerful set of tools because it's going to enable us to switch between all kinds of different medium that I would have used in the class. When I'm done with the recording, I can hit this stop sharing button down at the bottom here. Then I will get a screen that looks a bit like, where is it now? This one. Here's a video of myself that I recorded earlier. The video will be uploaded to Google Drive. I've then got some options. I can publish it to YouTube, or, and this is why I particularly like the Screencastify, I can share it to my classroom. When I go share it to classroom, I can bring up a list of all of my different Google classes. I'm going to send this to my demo class. When it comes to actions, I can create an assignment. Maybe I want the pupils to watch the video and do some work based on it with maybe a deadline, submit something. I could ask a question or make an announcement or create material. I think I'm going to click on make an announcement because I want this just to appear in the feed for all the pupils to look at if they're interested. When I hit go on this, I then have more options. I can write in what I want the pupils to do. Watch this video. I can choose whether I want to send it to just that class or other classes as well. And I can choose which pupils I want to send it to. This is a particularly powerful tool. Now, obviously, most of the time, maybe I want the whole class to see it. Mr. Ryan is currently my only pupil on this, in this particular demo class. Thanks for signing up for that, Mr. Ryan. But if I had lots of different pupils here, I could select which individuals I wanted to send the video to. I think that's really powerful because it's going to enable us to send specific feedback to different pupils. For example, if I've recorded a video giving feedback on an assignment where just a few pupils had made particular mistakes, I could send that just to those pupils. Very targeted and direct feedback. I'll talk more about that in another video I do later on about marking work with distance learning. All of this, I think, is going to be extremely powerful, and I hope you found this video really useful. If you did, please pass it on to others, so that it can other teachers, so that they can potentially use it themselves, and subscribe to this channel so that you can find out when I post some more videos. There'll be more on how to mark work and how to use live lessons as a way of keeping your pupils engaged. I hope this helps. Take care. Goodbye.